Hi, good morning. My name is Ahmed Dawood. I am a senior lecturer in business analytics. I'm new to Bedfordshire. I'm so excited to see you all guys and work with you. This session will be about big data analytics and business decision making. Now, before we go to the content, let me share something positive with you. It's how my daughter, 9 years old, view our planet. Starts with love. Now, starting with the content of this session, I will first introduce us to the subject. I will recap about the data definition and different types. Then I will speak about data analysis and what the difference between data analysis and data analytics. Then I will talk about data-driven decision making. Then type of data analytics and with some examples. Then the impact of business analytics on decision making process. Then we will look at some practical example. Now, once upon a time, the role of technology management was only to keep the lights on, okay? But today, they must be aware of all technologies or tools and then help the top management to decide which one will best advance the business performance or help in achieving organizations' goals. Okay, now if we think about any methods, tools, or resources which are not fully implemented at the moment, okay, what do you think we could have? Now, before we answer this question, let's look at some data from social media platforms on 2019. Okay, on Twitter, for example, there was 350,000 tweets every minute. On Facebook, there was 1 million links shared, 20 million friend requests sent, and 3 million messages sent on every 20 minutes. 55 million status updates are made every day. Amazon had over 150 million mobile users access the app in September 19. On their platform as well, they had a total of almost 120 million products listed as of April 19. So, can we as a business make use of such information? Can we use it to help our business to perform better or to progress better? Okay. Now, in order to answer this question, let's start first with understanding the term data. What we mean by data. Now, as recapping, what we mean by data? Data simply is the recorded values of one or more variables from certain individual. Okay, so we have two major type of data. We have categorical data and we have numerical data. Within the categorical, we have different types. Okay, what we mean by categorical data, if I ask you about your name, where you come from, your ethnic group, your religion, all this information, when you answer it by textual answer, that means we are talking about categorical data. Now, numerical data, we answer it with numbers. We have two main type of numerical data or subtype of numerical data. The first one is discrete and the other one is continuous. Discrete, when we count how many students in our class, how many brother and sister do you have, how many house do you have, how many mobile phone do you have, how many car do you have. Okay, so we are counting, while with continuous we are measuring. Okay, what's your weight, what's your speed, okay, how long does it take you to download a video from YouTube, for example. Okay, so we are measuring. With continuous data, we will have decimals. We might have decimals. With discrete, we cannot. So if I ask you how many sisters do you have, you cannot say I have 2.5 sisters. But if I ask you how long does it take you to walk from home to university, you could say 10 minutes and 20 seconds, 0.0 something. So you can use decimals. While with discrete, we cannot use decimals. Okay. Now data is raw materials. If it's not analyzed, okay, we cannot make any use of it. Okay, so the data need to be analyzed in order to transform it into information. The difference between data and information: data is raw materials, information is the processed or analyzed data. Okay, so the definition of data analysis is the process of collecting and organizing data in order to draw helpful conclusion from it or make information out of it. Yeah. So the main purpose of data analysis is to find meanings in data. Okay. So we have knowledge, we have information which can be used to make informed decision, and this is what we call it data driven decision making. You take your decision based on the data, analyze data, transform data into information, knowledge help you to make informed decision. Okay. Now, what do you mean by data driven decision making? Okay, the M. Okay, it's the process of making organizational decision based on actual data rather than intuition or observation alone. Okay, so instead of taking decision just because you believe that this is right and this is wrong, no, you take your decision, informed decision, based on the data. Okay, now some successful stories of the use of this approach, data-driven decision making. It's from leadership development at Google. Okay, as part of the well-known people analytics initiatives, there's a project called Oxygen, conducted by Google. They mined data from more than 10,000 performance reviews and compared those data with employee retention rates. So Google used information to identify common behaviors of high performing managers. Okay, so this effort posted median favorability scores for managers from 83% to 88%. Another successful story was driving sales at Amazon. You know, on Amazon, when you buy a product, you get suggestions on like linked product or similar product, or what other people buy when they buy that product. Okay, so how they do this? Based on data. They collect data about your online behavior, online purchase behavior, then they recommend you another product. What this made for Amazon, what change happened to Amazon based on this data analysis? According to McKinsey, estimated in 2017, 35% of Amazon's consumer purchase could be tied back to the company's recommendation system. So almost a third of the people, okay, went or followed what Amazon suggested based on their online behavior. Okay, so third of them. This is a huge number, a huge increase in sale performance for Amazon, and the impact is significantly obvious for Amazon revenues and Amazon profits. Now, how we make data-driven decision? We try to make it as simple as we can. We start first with knowing the mission, what I want to do, what decision do I need to take. Okay, then identify data source. What sort of data do I need to collect? Okay, so let's say I want to extend my business and establish a new branch, let's say in different country. Okay, so my mission is establishing a new branch in a new location or new country. Okay, then identify data source, collect data, maybe demographical data, geographical data, weather data. It depends on what type of business you are doing from that new location. Okay, then clean, organize this data, then perform statistical analysis, analyze this data. Based on your analysis, you will be able to make your decision. This will help you to draw a conclusion. This conclusion knowledge will help you to make a decision whether you go ahead with establishing new branch or not. Okay, maybe it's not feasible to establish a new branch. It will cost you more than what you will achieve from this new branch. How you know this? Based on data, based on this data you collected, you clean it, organize it, perform statistical analysis, then you draw conclusion to help you to make your informed decision whether you go ahead or not. Now, looking at the benefit of data-driven decision making, we try to make it simple from 3 aspects. First of all, the management decision maker will be able to make more confident decisions. Why? Because based on data, we call it informed decision. Okay. Second one, you will be more, or you become more proactive. How? Because the data will tell you a story which you and your organization must react to. So you'll become more proactive. You will take action based on information after you analyze the data, and you can realize cost savings venues. Okay, the potential of some area to save some costs or avoid big cost, like establishing new branch in new geographical area. After you collected data, then you realize that it's not gonna be feasible. Okay, then you step back. Okay, you do not go ahead with this decision, and this is avoiding a lot of cost. Okay, now let me test your knowledge. We had the term data analysis, and we also recently started hearing more the term data analytics. What is the difference between those two terms? You just stop the video for a minute and think about it. Try to find the answer for this question. Okay, so let me see if you find the right answer, or if you've been close to the right answer. Usually those two terms could be used interchangeably, but in fact they have slightly different meanings. Okay, analysis is a broader term, referred to the process of examining, transforming, and arranging raw data in a specific way to generate useful information from it. This will help informed business decision making. Yeah. Now, analytics, it's more about the tools. It's subcomponent of analysis. Consider the tools. Okay. So involve the use of technical tools and analysis techniques to turn data into meaningful business insights. Okay. Now, when we say data analytics, we straight link to the new term of big data. Okay, the big data is a recent term referred to data that is so large, fast, complex that it's difficult or impossible to process using traditional methods. Okay, now analysis of big data allow users to make better and faster decisions using data that was previously inaccessible or unusable. Example of this, if you are a company and you have social media platform, okay, you have 1 million followers. Those followers comment, engage with your page, they like, they comment, they share, okay. If you ignore what they do online on your platform, whether commenting or whether liking, whether sharing, whether angry faces, emojis, okay, if you ignore this, you are ignoring a lot of insights for your business, okay. So example, comments on a new product, okay, will help you to improve this product quality, this product price, delivery methods, or any other aspect related to this product. Easily you go to your platform, see the people reaction, the customer reaction to this product, what they like about it, you can keep improving it. What they don't like about it, you try to avoid it, whether it's expensive in terms of cost, whether it's accessibility, it's not available everywhere, so you start working based on those comments. When you see many likes, that means people are satisfied. When you see people are sharing your posts, that means again people are happy and they want to share experience, and this is what we call it word of mouth, okay, when they act on a line, okay. So source of big data, one of the most obvious example of big data is social media platform, but it's not only the source, it could come from many different sources such as sensor devices, from video, from audio, from log files, transactional application, okay, and most of this data is generated in real time and at a very large scale. Real time, and you have to react in real time. So if you see bad comments or customers are not happy about certain service or product, you cannot wait 2-3 weeks and then act. You have to act in real time as you get data in real time, okay. So you do not, the time is very crucial in this case, okay. Now, type of data analytics and which one we use for our business. So if you have basic or small organization and you don't want to spend a lot of money and you don't want to use difficult or complicated tools and techniques, so simply you can go to descriptive analytics, okay. So descriptive analytics is only answering the question what happens, okay, what happened last year, how much profit I made last year, and how much profit I made this year. I made £1 million last year, but for this year I made 1.2 million pound, okay. Now you want to dig further, achieve higher value, but more difficult approach to be used, you go for diagnostic analytics. Why did it happen? Why I achieved this year 1.2 million comparing with 1 million pound last year? Maybe because I implemented or I created online shop, so people can start buying online, or maybe I introduced a free delivery. This make the customer buy more, okay. So you want to dig further and know what will happen next year, okay. So you use predictive analytics. So I want to predict what will happen in 2022, okay. Based on the performance, based on data, I can predict that in next year I will achieve 1.5 million pounds, okay. Now make it more difficult, but will achieve higher value if you are able to answer the question, how can we make things happen, okay. And then for this you use prescriptive analytics. Now in our example, instead of achieving, I predicted 1.5 for next year, instead of 1.5, the management is asking us we want to achieve 1.8 million pounds for next year. How can we make this happen? What is the prescription to achieve 1.8 million pounds next year instead of 1.5? Now, maybe we have to have more products on our online shop. You have to offer faster delivery, okay, with a cheaper price of product maybe. So we have to think about options, prescription. How can we make things happen? Now, how can big data analytics help in decision making? Okay, the most important things when we talk about big data analytics, okay, is supporting real-time response. Okay, we cannot wait. With the example of comments on social media platform, we cannot wait 1 or 2 weeks if the customer is giving a negative feedback about certain service or product. Okay, the time is very crucial in this case. Okay, so we need real-time response. How? By implementing big data analytics tools and techniques. Okay, so companies, those companies with data-driven techniques utilizing big data analytics, okay, they can automate and optimize their business process for this issue, supporting real-time response, okay, and then achieve competitive advantage. Why? Because from this insight they are able to conduct data mining and find patterns. Going back to the example of Amazon, when you search for certain items, 2-3 items, then Amazon can bring, based on your search behavior, Amazon can find patterns. They do not wait 1 week, then they come back and suggest another product. Straight away, automatically, real-time response, you can see other suggestions below the item you are looking at. Okay, so it's important, real-time response, automated real-time response as well. Okay, you can complete a statistical analysis, and it will help to test previous decisions, okay, using multivariate testing, and you can make use of predictive modelings. You can predict the future. You can know what will happen in the future. Okay, so this will provide support for companies in the process of making proactive tactical decision. Okay, then make it possible for those companies to automate decision making. Okay, automate decision making based on analyzing real-time data in order to take real-time response. Okay, or straight away take action. We cannot wait. If we wait, we lose business. Okay, we lose customers. Okay, so it's very important to act in real time. Okay, so that's why we need sort of automated decision making. Now, example of data-driven decision making is management dashboard. Okay, where it shows a key performance indicator for the management. Then they can it enable them to take decisions straight away, real-time decision, as we mentioned. Okay, and instead of waiting 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, and then react. So if you are a manager, in front of you, you have a screen with key performance indicator. You see the sale performance in your branch in Coventry. Okay, for example, there's a drop comparing with same month last year. So you investigate it straight away and find the reason why. Okay, maybe we have lack of products, we have a problem with the staff, we don't have enough staff, maybe we have some issue with the store environment. So we have to take action straight away. How we take action? We have to see data. Dashboard, management dashboard, they see a key performance indicator. if one of those indicators drop, then they have to take action straight away. Or one of those indicators get better performance, then also investigate to learn what happened, to learn from this experience. So if it's successful experience, we can generalize it for the whole business. Now, example from Walmart. In 2004, Walmart's branch in Florida was preparing for natural disaster. If you remember Hurricane Francis in 2004, so Walmart wanted to take a data-driven decision based on data. They want to see what product American people buy at the time of natural disaster. They collected a huge amount of transactional information for their customers for the previous 20 years. So you are checking about terabytes of data. Then, based on their data analytics, they found that American people at the time of natural disaster tend to buy strawberry Pop-Tarts and beer. Okay, now the management commented that instead of waiting for things to happen, we predicted what's going to happen. Okay, now this video is a short video. It will talk about big data potentials and challenges. Okay, so please watch it. I'll add the link for you so you can watch it. And there's a mistake in the video. If you spot it, please share it on a secretive room called Dawood. Yeah, so the secretive room named Dawood. Okay, so just put your answer there. Now, based on the knowledge we presented here, okay, our group activity, you will be given 25 minutes divided in a group of 3 to 4 students in order to make 5 minutes presentation of a business you choose, whatever company you want. You go and search online, see one of the companies used data-driven decision making, whether it's Tesco, Sainsbury's, HSBC Bank, any company of your choice. Okay, and what I need you to address within this case, first of all, the use of data for making decisions, how they make it, and what for which area they do it. Okay, then discuss the benefit and challenges in the light of COVID-19 circumstances. Okay, and then I want you to conclude with whether you think or you see any potential of having artificial intelligent machines like robots to be part of your case board of directors. Okay, so the best presentation will be given prize. Yeah, I'm not gonna speak about the prize now, but later on you will know about it. Okay, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to work with you on this presentation, or see your work and see your presentation.